Step 36 applies to all charities, whether or not they are limited companies or not, and however large or small they may be. This step determines whether or not an income and expenditure account is required either by law or by good practice. For charities that are limited companies, they must by law, under the Companies Act, include an income and expenditure account unless the statement of activities shows the information that would otherwise be required in an income and expenditure account. However, for many readers of charity accounts, and particularly those who are not used to charity accounts, an income and expenditure account is something with which they are usually going to be familiar and will give them information that they may not easily be able to extract from the charity's specific documents, such as the Statement of Financial Activities. So even if you don't have to produce an income and expenditure account by law, it is sometimes regarded as being good practice to include an income and expenditure account for the information of those non-specialised readers of the accounts. It's almost an element of true and fair. But first of all, you should determine whether or not you wish to prepare an income and expenditure account, if you have the choice to do so. If there is a message here saying that you must prepare an income and expenditure account, you must enter Y to this. If there's a message saying that on both tests you do not have to prepare an income and expenditure account, overall on both tests there is no need to prepare an income and expenditure account, you then have the choice of whether you enter yes or no in this box. Let's say we decide to enter yes. The tests that are undertaken by the software is to see whether or not there are items in the SOFA that should not be an income and expenditure account, and whether there are items in the SOFA that are required in the income and expenditure account. Those are the tests. So if there were items that were different between the SOFA and the income and expenditure account, it would tell you must have to prepare an income and expenditure account if you are a company charity. Otherwise, it will come up with the conclusion we have here that there is no need to prepare an income and expenditure account. If you have chosen to prepare an income and expenditure account, you must follow the instructions here that are given in detail to ensure that one is included. If you go to the P&L tab, the income and expenditure account is shown at the very bottom of the profit and loss sheet. If you don't want to include the profit and loss account within the printed accounts, follow the guidance that tells you how you do that. It's in the help file. It tells you the print area in the template is set by default so that the income and expenditure account is included. To ensure that it is excluded, you should set the income and expenditure account outside the print area as included in those instructions there. Let's return to the accounts file. Go to the P&L section and look at the print preview, page preview and print preview. We will see that all this lot is included in the print area, but we don't want an income and expenditure account. Let's say we decide that we don't want an income and expenditure account. We exclude the income and expenditure account by setting the print area on the print tab there to, I've lost the reference, to 368. Now the income and expenditure account will be excluded from the printing. It's no longer within the print area. So when I run auto hide, there will be no profit and loss account, income and expenditure account included within the accounts. As always, AutoHide takes some time on a set of charity accounts because of the number of AutoHide entries that are there. There. Now you'll see that the income and expenditure account is included in the case, even though I set the print area differently. It's included there in the view of the profit and loss account on the normal view, but if I look at the print area view, page break review, it's not there, it's excluded. If I went to put it back again, I would change the print area to 437. And there it is, revealed. It will be in the printed set of accounts that I produce. So if I have a choice as to whether I include an income and expenditure account or then I can do that by altering the print area. If I don't have a choice, I must not do that. I must include the income and expenditure account within the accounts. When you've completed that step, indicate you completed it by entering Y in the area there.